plan for today is to try to get the bars here aligned and centered, and we're going to try to put up the insulation, which is these bags right here, and we're going to try to get the siding on today. The insulation that we're using is Solar Guard. You can see the label right here, and it's about 6 feet wide. So each strip that goes along the siding will go from the bottom up 6 feet, and I got to measure that way it'll be even across, and it goes right on top of that board there, just barely covering the board. That way the sheet metal will go on the outside of it and make an enclosed envelope. I have this nylon rope thrown over the ridge beam, comes down across, and what I've done is 8 feet from the bottom, I've tied this knot here so that when we put the panels on, we'll loop it over the panel and then tie it above here so it'll come down and hit this notch. So we just rolled out the insulation. It's 125 feet long. So we divided it by 3, laid it out and cut it, and now we're ready to pick it up, put it up. And guess who showed up? We have some special guests. Kimmy.
Hey.
From Waking Up Country. And Heather's over there because we can farms. Well, we got one row on. It's a little challenging with the wind, but we taped each of the ribs, and now we're gonna come over here and do the tape, undo this tape, and have it stick on to the metal here. Well, we got 2 panels up. That's all we got done today. It got really hot. Heather and Kimmy had an appointment, so they had to leave, but they're gonna be back tomorrow morning about 5 o'clock and we'll get started. This is what the inside looks like so far. Now that we have the 2 sides up, the 2 panels, we can take down those bracer bars tomorrow morning. And then we moved 5 of the sheets from there over here to the front to stage them for tomorrow. And tomorrow morning we're going to start on this side. We'll put the insulation up, and then we'll get the 2 panels on this side so that way the side's even, and then we'll continue working. That way it'll kind of be stabilized. Well, good morning everybody. As you can see, we have our gaggle of people here today, and we're going to try to put this insulation on the other side, and we're going to go get started.
I've got, I don't know, a good 5 inches over here.
So we're just taping the inside. You can see the shiny sides on the inside, the whites on the out, and then we're just taping it up against the poles. Kimmy's the official tape cutter, getting everything prepped for us. All right, so now we're peeling the tape off, and it's sticking to the metal on the inside here, right there.
I'll move. Let you do it.
Well, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We started about 5 o'clock this morning. This is as far as we've reached. It takes a little time getting that insulation up there and cut correctly, and then putting these panels up and all the screws in. So we're gonna take a little break and then come back and do it in the afternoon. The weather hasn't been that great. It's been raining for the last couple days and windy, and we don't want to be moving these panels when the wind's blowing. This is hard to get some work done. So what I'm going to try to do today is just go up and put in some screws on the panel before it gets too hot, but it looks like we're going to have rain the next couple days. So I'm not sure if we're going to get very much done or how far we're going to get along on this, but we just want to try to get something done. One of the tips I would give you if you buy an arch cabin and putting these screws in so you don't miss the beam is we're marking it with a blue line. We're going through and snapping it vertically, and then we're coming and then horizontally from the one below it up here, we're snapping another shock line just so that we stay in line. There is also a schedule on where you place the screws. So if you look at the bottom of the panel, that middle portion, there's a screw that goes in there. And then as you move up, there's one that goes in the middle. And then on the very top, it doesn't go in the middle. It goes right above the ridge here. So it's above this one so that this top piece can fit over it, but it doesn't go in the middle. It goes on the very top here. There's also another set of screws that go in the lap portion of this right here. We'll put them in. I'm not sure if we're going to wait till we're all done or put them in when the weather's cooler and where we can reach them here. But every third screw, you know, we'll put one here, skip this one, put one here, and this holds this down nice and tight against the rest of the metal. And we'll get those put in. You know, like I said, whenever we can get them in, work them in based on the weather and how hot it gets out here. Well, that's going to take a little time, and that metal is already pretty warm to the touch. So we'll see how good this works. So it's a rainy day and we're at
Costco getting stocked up so that we have a lot of food so we don't have to go shopping so much. Anytime that you come to Costco, you know you don't get out of here with a few extra things, even though we're trying to stock up. Like getting a shredder.